Mexico is not doing anything?
Ay Dios, ¿cuáles refugiados?
Mexico is a selfish country.
Que no existen.
In the 13th article that a refugee is considered as one under these circumstances. First, fears of being persecuted by any of the established reasons, so he is lacking of nationality, or because of those fears he cannot return to his home country. He has fled his home country due to a massive violation of human rights or due to life-threatening situations. And third, situations in his home country that make him feel threatened.
Any foreigner in national territory has the right to request a refugee status and submit that request to the CGCMIR or the INM. The applicant needs to go to the coordination to answer some questions so the committee can determine whether or not their situation is applicable so they can be aided.
During the government of Lázaro Cárdenas, Mexico opened doors to hundreds of men, women, and children in 1937 due to the Spanish Civil War, in the dictatorship of Francisco Franco and the fascists. The first 20 ships brought more than 9,000 people, and at the end it was estimated that 25,000 Spanish refugees were here in Mexico. One of these refugees, Manuel Gaya, told CNN Mexico he remembered his arrival, where hundreds of people were holding banners such as "Bienvenidos hermanos republicanos, Viva España, Viva México." Other testimonies say that they identified themselves as Mexicans, and how for them, identified as the Morelia children, these were like vacations until they grew up and realized this was going to be their home. After 60 generations, all of them don't remember this event in a negative way, but when they got back to Spain, closed the cycle, they miss Mexico.
During 2016, the asylum applications in Mexico went up by 164%, with 467 million people by the end of March. This number was huge, and we hadn't received as many refugees in the last 16 years. And now 92% of foreigners living in Mexico come from Central America and countries like Honduras and Salvador.
The story of Saint Aladdin Ali is a great example of what Mexico is doing to help refugees. He had to flee his home country in Syria due to life-threatening situations, in this case death. He couldn't finish his medical studies. Then, he started helping in refugee camps to try to help those in need.
After a few years, Saint was selected for a program that allowed refugees to finish their studies here in Mexico. He is now studying architecture in the hopes of one day helping to reconstruct his home.
Because of the result of the interviews, we realized that even though Mexico is aiding refugees, almost no one knows what our country is doing to help.
Even us, before doing the investigation needed for this documentary, we had no idea that Mexico had even gotten involved in refugee crisis.
When in reality, our country has been aiding both Syrian and Central American refugees for years.
These results tell us that we need to get informed, that we have been ignoring problems like this to the point that we don't even acknowledge the cooperation of our country.
We encourage you to get involved by informing yourself. Make sure that you know what has been done and what you can do to help.